People say buying a house is the safest investment you will ever make, but that confidence often disappears the moment you start counting everything. For decades, housing has carried an almost mythical reputation. Prices go up, rent keeps rising, and owning feels like a guaranteed win compared to throwing money away on rent. Stories circulate about parents or grandparents who bought a home cheaply and later sold it for several times the price. On the surface, it looks obvious. Buy a house, wait long enough, and profit. Yet when people try to repeat this today, doubts start to appear. The numbers feel less clear, the timeline feels longer, and the profits feel strangely harder to measure. Most people believe a house is a great investment because they focus on one simple comparison. You pay rent every month and get nothing back. You pay a mortgage every month and eventually own something valuable. At the end of 30 years, you have an asset. This idea feels logical, emotionally satisfying, and easy to explain. It also mixes two very different things into one story: living somewhere and investing money. Because when people talk about housing returns, they usually look at only one number: the purchase price versus the sale price. Everything else quietly disappears from the calculation. Once you slow down and count everything, the picture changes. A mortgage payment is not the same as investing that money. A large part of it goes to interest, especially in the early years. That money is gone forever. Then there are property taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, renovations, and unexpected costs that do not increase the value of the house, but are required just to keep it livable. Roofs wear out, appliances break, plumbing fails. None of these expenses show up in the headline profit number people love to quote. There is also time. Housing returns are usually discussed in nominal terms, not adjusted for inflation. A house that doubles in price over 30 years sounds impressive, until you realize the value of money itself has changed. And then there is opportunity cost. The money used for a down payment, higher monthly payments, and ongoing upkeep could have been invested elsewhere. Even modest returns in liquid investments compound quietly over decades without phone calls from plumbers or surprise repair bills. This does not mean buying a house is a mistake. It means it is often misunderstood. A home provides stability, control over your living space, and protection from rising rents. These are real benefits, but they are not the same thing as high financial returns. When people say housing made them wealthy, they often forget how long it took, how much cash went out along the way, and how few alternatives they compared it to. Understanding this changes how you see the decision. Buying a house is less like buying a stock, and more like choosing a long-term financial lifestyle. It trades flexibility and liquidity for stability and predictability. That trade can make sense, but only when it is seen clearly, not wrapped in myths of guaranteed profit. If this video helped you see housing differently, not as a magic investment, but as a complex financial choice, then you will probably enjoy the rest of Simple Revenues. We focus on money topics that feel obvious until you look closer. Subscribe to the channel for short, calm explanations that help you see familiar financial ideas with clearer eyes. Thanks for watching. Simple Revenues. Finance made simple.